Here to continue this critical conversation, our very own Fox News senior meteorologist, Janice Dean, who lost both of her in-laws to COVID in elder care facilities under Cuomo, along with New York State Republican Committee Chair Nick Langworthy. All right, Janice, I mean, you were ridiculed. You've been personally attacked. They've said that you're part of a death cult. I mean, do you feel somewhat vindicated? And what do you think should happen now, Janice?
Well, first of all, thank you for your opening. It brought tears to my eyes because I feel like you're one of the few that has really put forth what this governor has done over the last 10 months. So I thank you. Yes, I want a full bipartisan investigation with subpoena power. I believe this could be criminal, and we need to see the governor and his health commissioner in a court of law to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And you've been personally attacked by them. I mean, why do you think they did that? You were simply trying to find out about your in-laws. What does it tell you about Andrew Cuomo?
He's a bully, and he surrounds himself with bullies, and he thought he was going to silence me, and all it did was make me want to speak louder.
Okay. And Nick Langworthy, you're the chairman of the state Republican Party, and I know that you have spoken to Janice several times. Do Republicans smell blood in the water now?
Well, absolutely. You see, Jeanine, that he has been a notorious micromanager. No one believes that he was not part in someone that actually ordered this cover-up. His executive order, his signature, his pen, and his stationery sentenced people to their deaths. And now even his Democrat liberal agenda attorney general, his hand-picked attorney general, has actually released these facts, things that Republicans have been talking about for months and months. And, you know, for him to stand there yesterday and say, who cares where they died? Talk about callous. This is exactly who Andrew Cuomo is. He's a notorious micromanager that thinks he's the smartest person to ever be governor of the state. That's the kind of person that writes a book in the middle of a pandemic, that declare themselves a hero while their state has the most deaths of any state in America.
And, you know, Janice, I mean, we're in New York City, and you've seen what's happened in New York City. And all they talk about is, you know, people are anti-science. You know, isn't what he did the essence of anti-science? Forget about the penal law, the legal consequences, the civil liability. He's anti-science.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know not to put COVID-positive patients into nursing homes with our most vulnerable.
And the truth is, Nick, I mean, in terms of New York State and Andrew Cuomo's response, I mean, New York State doesn't look very good. And even the vaccine rollout right now is a disaster. Is that not correct?
The vaccine rollout's been a disaster. It's been a disaster as he's not only did his decisions kill people in nursing homes, his decisions have killed more businesses than any state in America. The vaccine is a disaster, and he is running out of people to blame. Andrew Cuomo's at the heart of this. He blames God for the disaster of his nursing home policies, but at the same time won't take any blame at his own desk. That is not what a leader does. We are not going to let people forget this tragedy. People like Janice Dean aren't going to let people forget what happened in New York, and we are going to beat Andrew Cuomo at the polls next year.
All right. And Janice Dean, I mean, you have been a real leader in this, certainly more of a leader than he has. Janice Dean, Nick Langworthy, thanks so much for being with us.